Okay, let's keep rolling. Proving trig identity, favorite problem. So trig identities, so we have number 1 to 6, and then we have to use the even and odd properties. So most likely we will be using sine and cosine. Okay, now number 1. Which color should I pick? Let's pick green. So number 1, we have a sine of theta plus sine of 3 theta divided by 2 times sine of 2 theta equals to cosine theta. Which side is more complicated? Of course, left-hand side, right? Everybody can see it. So left-hand side, you know my rule. I copy left-hand side again. Sine theta plus sine of 3 theta divided by 2 times sine of 2 theta. And then you can apply the sum to product on top, right? So that is equal to, the line is straight, so that is 2 times sine of theta plus 3 theta divided by 2, alpha plus beta divided by 2, and then you have cosine theta minus 3 theta divided by 2. The bottom, let's don't do anything, just 2 times sine of 2 theta. And then you can see that these 2 and these 2 will be cancelled. Okay, so let's do the math on top. So the top we have 4 divided by 2, and then cosine negative 2 divided by 2 divided by sine of 2 theta. So this cosine is even, right? So cosine is even, so that means you can get rid of the negative. So that is sine 2 theta times cosine of theta divided by sine of 2 theta. Then you cancel this, you only have cosine of theta that is equals to right hand side, and then the job is done. Okay, so that is 1 down, 5 to go. Number 2, I'm going to go up. So number 2, you have sine of 4 theta and then plus sine of 2 theta divided by cosine of 4 theta and then plus cosine of 2 theta. So that is equal to tangent theta. So actually that is equals to tangent of 3 theta. Let's start on the left hand side. So left hand side, I have sine of 4 theta plus sine of 2 theta divided by cosine of 4 theta and then plus cosine of 2 theta. So this one we have to apply the sum to product on top and bottom. So let's draw a big fraction line, keep that straight. Alright, so the top we have 2 times sine of alpha plus beta divided by 2. So 4 plus 2 divided by 2, and then cosine 4 minus 2 divided by 2. 2 theta divided by 2, and then the bottom we have 2 times cosine 4 plus 2 divided by 2, and then another cosine 4 minus 2 divided by 2. What can be cancelled? Of course the 2 can be cancelled. Yes, that is not a big surprise. What else can be cancelled? Looks like this cosine and this cosine can be cancelled, right? So we only have sine and a cosine left, right? So sine and a cosine, but our destination is a tangent. We can easily get there. So let's do one more step, because when it comes to proof, I would like to show a few more steps so that proof looks more solid. 6 divided by 2, top and bottom. So you have tangent of 3 theta that is equals to right hand side. The job is done. Yes. Next, we have a cosine theta. So number 3, we have cosine theta minus cosine 3 theta divided by sine of theta plus sine of 3 theta. when you are taking notes, don't just write it down passively and assume that you can do it without me. So I suggest you to watch this and then pause the video, write the problem down on your paper, just do it again to see if you can do it without me. If you can do it without me, then you get it. If you have to look at my work to do it, then you still don't get it, okay? Equals to tangent of theta. So left-hand side, of course. So left-hand side, that is a cosine minus cosine 3 theta divided by sine of theta plus sine of 3 theta. And then that is equals to -2 times, this is a sine of 1 plus 3 divided by 2, and then sine 1 minus 3 divided by 2, and then big fraction part, keep that straight, 2 times sine of 1 plus 3 divided by 2, and then cosine 1 minus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so let's do the simplify. I know 2 can be cancelled. What else can be cancelled? The sine can be cancelled here and there. So we have the sine over cosine, and then there is a negative. Looks like we have to apply the even and odd property in order to get rid of the negative. So that is sine of 1 minus 3 divided by 2, that is -1, and then cosine of negative theta. So which one is odd, which one is even? Sine is odd, right? So sine is odd. So that means sine of negative theta is equals to negative sine of theta. And then cosine is even, so that means cosine of negative theta is equal to just a cosine theta. So overall, you have this negative times negative sine theta divided by cosine of theta, then you have a tangent theta that is equals to right hand side, and then the job is done. So that's number 3. Moving on to number 4. Number 4. Wow, number 4 is a long problem. You have sine square bracket of sine theta plus sine of 3 theta. So that is a composition function. And then, oh, actually it is not. No. It is not a composition function. The outside is a sine theta. So that is a sine theta equals to cosine theta. And then multiply cosine of theta minus cosine of 3 theta. Looks like both sides are equally complicated. I will pick the left-hand side. You can try the right-hand side. You don't have to follow me. If you can go from right to left, go for it. So left-hand side, that is equal to sine of theta. And then this is a sine theta plus sine of 3 theta. To be honest, this is my favorite problem out of all 6 of them. So first, inside the square bracket, we will have to apply the sum to product. So that is equal to sine. Apply that, you have your alpha and beta, 2 times sine of alpha plus beta divided by 2, and then cosine alpha minus beta divided by 2. So that is equal to sine of 2 times sine of 2 theta, and then cosine of negative theta. So cosine of negative theta is just equal to cosine, right? Because cosine is an even function. So you have sine theta, forgot a theta right there. So that is 2 times sine of 2 theta, and then cosine of theta. Don't forget that this is even. So we have an even function. So it is okay to just remove the negative. Are we on the right hand side right now? The answer is no, not even close. Not even close. You have cosine outside, but this one you have a sine outside. So we are not even close. So the next thing what I am going to do is, that's why I really like this problem, is that we are going to swap these two terms. So we swap them, interchange the position. And then we have cosine, so that is more similar to the right? There is a cosine outside. You have 2 of sine 2 theta, and then times sine of theta. But the inside is not the same as the right hand side, so therefore we have to do the product to sum. This is your alpha, this is your beta. Alright, keep moving. So you have cosine of theta, you have a 2 times what? Times a 1/2. And then you have cosine 2 minus 1, and then minus cosine 2 plus 1. And then the 2 and the 1/2 will be cancelled, so that is cosine. And then inside, you have cosine of theta minus cosine of 3 theta, that is equals to the right hand side. And then the job is done. So that is number 4. Number 5 and 6, they are not a long problem at all. Number 5, we have sine of alpha plus sine of beta divided by sine of alpha minus sine of beta. That is equals to tangent alpha plus beta divided by 2 times cotangent COT alpha minus beta divided by 2. I will pick the left hand side because the right hand side I don't even have such formula for the tangent, so I won't even touch it. I will start on the left. So left hand side, you have sine of alpha plus sine of beta divided by sine of alpha minus sine of beta. And then you apply the rule sum to product, right? You have 2 times sine alpha plus beta divided by 2, and then cosine alpha minus beta divided by 2, and then the bottom is 2 times sine alpha minus beta divided by 2, and then cosine alpha plus beta divided by 2. The job is pretty much done right here. So first of all, you get rid of the 2, right? And then the next step is I am going to get the tangent. So taking this sine divided by this cosine, we have a tangent. And then we take this cosine divided by this sine, we have a cotangent. So therefore, that is equal to tangent alpha plus beta divided by 2 times cotangent alpha minus beta divided by 2. So that is equals to the right hand side. And then the job is done. Number 6. Number 6, we have sine of alpha plus sine of beta divided by cosine alpha plus cosine beta. That is equals to tangent alpha plus beta divided by 2. So on the left hand side, I'm going to copy this over again. Divided by cosine alpha plus cosine beta. So that is equal to what? Check out the formula. That is equal to 2 times sine alpha plus beta divided by 2, and then cosine alpha minus beta divided by 2. The bottom, you have 2 times cosine alpha plus beta divided by 2, and then cosine alpha minus beta divided by 2. So the answer is just right in front of you. So first, you get rid of the 2, right? And then next, you get rid of the cosine. So you have sine divided by cosine, then you get your tangent. So that is equal to tangent alpha plus beta divided by 2. That is equal to the right hand side. So this is done. Okay, So that will be all in this lesson. I will see you all in the next one.